Funny car final down on the launch pad. With me here in the booth, the driver of the Mobile One car, Whit Bazemore. Whit, you had a great year.
Yeah, we did, Bob. We finished up the year real well. Mobile One Dodge ran strong last couple of races. Had a problem this morning against Cruz. He ran a 5.11, put us out. But we're looking forward to next year. We have Tim Buckley, Vintage Designs, getting involved with us. A lot of good things are happening.
This is Halloween weekend as they turn the tires out there. Hofmann didn't dress up. He may have dressed up as a bracket car, as Ralph Shaheen said, but the McDonald's car is dressed up like the Batman.
That's surprising, isn't it? No, I mean, the McDonald's team, and they've had such a tough weekend here, but hats off to them. You know, they've got a job to do here against Al Hofmann. Al's run so strongly here today that it's going to be tough for Cruz and those guys, but they're a championship caliber team. They've got a lot of work to do. Let's see how they do it.
I'm going to ask you the question I've asked my last two guests. I like Al Hofmann. He's been the performance leader. Can Cruz Pedregon beat him?
Well, I tell you, Cruz has run a best of 5.11. That was against us in the first round. Hofmann has been very strong all day. He's run 04s, and then an 06 against John Force. Al's been on his game on the starting line, too. Cruz, boy, I've got a lot of respect for him as a driver. He's going to have to carry the ball, so to speak, for Joe Gibbs right now. They've got their work cut out for him. I don't give them much of a chance, but if any team can come back from the troubles they've had all weekend, they can certainly do it.
There is Tommy Anderson, a talented man, runs a salvage yard in New York, a big game hunter when he's not out there on the racetrack. And right now, there's only one thing he would like to bag.
I tell you what, they're hunting some big game now, but something that the listeners have to look at is what's going through Cruz's mind right now. They've had a terrible engine explosion the other day, and they came back and did it now. Last round, it's tough mentally for him.
Let's watch the finals, the last funny car race of 1995. Look at this, Al Hofmann, 5.06 to a 5.11. Margin of victory, 007. The winner, Hofmann, Al Hofmann, 298 miles an hour. And by that much, Whit, he got the win. A much better showing than I expected from the Bat car.
Boy, I tell you what, they came back very strongly. That's just such a close race. Cruz had the advantage on the starting line. Hofmann caught up. It's just an unbelievable race. 5.06. Tom Anderson, that Western Auto team, hats off to them because they had the performance right now and they needed it. Cruz, we just saw Cruz shut off a little early. Maybe the motor was going away. That could have been a mental thing from the last run where they blew it up.
Tommy Anderson and that Western Auto crew ecstatic on the line. That is the 5th win this year for Al Hofmann. The first time that he has ever done it. They take home the money from Slick 50. Hey, boys, we're having some fun now. Congratulations to Al Hofmann. What a year. Steve?
Al Hofmann, you just scored about $100,000, but I think the highlight, even more than Cruz, was taking Force out in the semis.
Oh yeah, that was real nice, and we plan on doing that a lot next year. But to win the race here for our sponsors, Western Auto Slick 50, BDS, I mean, they're out here on the West Coast. They got the best supercharger in the business, and I've won this one. This one was for my mother back in Connecticut. I've been trying to win one for her and say it all year. This is for you, Mom.
This team always just rises to the occasion when the big bucks are up.
The Miller Genuine Draft car with Larry Dixon has been flawless all weekend long. Not since Joe Amato beat the late Gary Ormsby for the Budweiser Top Fuel money in '90 and came back and won it again. They raced the next day in 1990 against Ormsby. Have we seen somebody dominate 2 days of Top Fuel racing like he has?
They've really ran good, and it's been consistent. They've run 70s, low 70s, and they ran 69 today. That team, the West certainly seems to be on its game, and unless they make a mistake, I'd say Larry Dixon's got the final.
If you believe in storybook endings, he's won Indy, he's won 4 races, won the Classic, low ET here this weekend, could make $240,000 cash money, and yet on the other side, the guys in the red car They've been there 4 times this year, have not won. This will be a great way for them to get some momentum and boost their egos going into the offseason.
Yeah, they're due. They're really due.
Can he beat him?
I think, well, I don't know. Dixon's been running very consistent. Blaine Johnson is capable of cutting a really good light here. If he wins, it might be on a hole shot.
Gentlemen, the frustration is over for Blaine Johnson, and look at that. 468, 300 miles an hour. Dixon, 480, 293 miles per hour. Dixon trailing at the top end, and watch this. A year of frustration for Blaine Johnson. He got him out of the gate. Bob Vandergrift looked like a picture-perfect run.
Yeah, fantastic run. Blaine actually did have a little bit of a hole shot, but, well, you got to give credit to Alan Johnson, the crew chief on the car. He really put down a number here in the final, 468. What a spectacular run.
They have got to feel like the monkeys off their backs. 7 #1 qualifiers, 4 final round performances, nary a win. Until that, it's a car length, and they're driving away. There's the Travers Tool Machine. Alan Johnson on the right, Dad Everett, his mom's here, the whole family, and the end of the season and the off year for that team is going to be a lot more enjoyable because that guy got the win in Top Fuel. Steve?
Blaine Johnson came out of this car like a jacks in the box, jumping up and down. Al Hofmann, everybody mobbing him. Wait till you hear this, buddy. You not only won your first race, 468, you got the 50.
That's beautiful. Gosh, it's unbelievable. We've been trying so hard this year, and nothing ever seemed to go our way. And today it was perfect. You know, we made the right calls at the right time. The crew did an awesome job. I mean, they worked flawlessly. Al made the right calls, and we won the race.